a matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Glad to have you with us from Dick's Stadium in Kent, Ohio, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Bowling Green Falcons, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Kent State Golden Flashes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Falcons will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Kent State's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The give out of the gun. Past the 40. On the move at the 30. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Flashes!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Bowling Green's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The give on the option. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Touchdown, Kent State! A great catch and run for 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Fires on the run. Pulls it in down the middle. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. To the air, it's Pine. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. All right, guys, let's talk about Bowling Green. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Handoff from the gun. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. It'll be a draw. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. And it's right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Buys a little time. He's got it. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to take off. Oh, he got loose. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Golden Flashes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll go to Garcia. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The Golden Flashes will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Kent State is out front. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. Off play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On his way from around the 50. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath, like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pass is broken up, incomplete. But let's check out this penalty marker.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
On the ground. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
They got mauled on the last play. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Bowling Green, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David. Only able to muster 3 points in their previous. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. To the air, it's Pine. Right on the money. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Line getting set on second down. He wants to throw it again. Grab near the marker. It's Harris. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Leaves it with the running back. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Falcons come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
Looking to pass. It's Pine. Working that left side now. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Wants to throw on third down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Dead center perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Going right and going deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. A strike downfield. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Bringing the heat. Dances away. He turns it loose to the left. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Pine. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Looking for a huge play. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On the set. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. It's complete on the right side. Bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He rifles one deep down the right side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack. Like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the golden flashes will boot it away to start the second half. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looking to throw, it's Pine. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
And the DB right with him to knock it away. And the Falcons will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They'll run it from the gun. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. He's up to 55 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. He's got an open man. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Extending the play. The throw. Got his man on the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Kent State. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. He'll pull it on the read. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Falcons can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Pine. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Falcons line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. The Golden Flashes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back on the option, the give. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. There he goes. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This quarterback is so good at creating. When plays break down, when things aren't perfect, he has the ability to buy time, use his athleticism, and torch a defense, and he did it right there with his legs.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Navy is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost inexplicable. They're trailing by 15 to Florida Atlantic.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the middle. That pass is incomplete.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the 2nd half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the 3rd quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Pine. Out of the backfield, he's open. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The give is to Garcia. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Golden Flashes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Bowling Green, 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down.
And the Bowling Green offense will take over.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Anderson will throw. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. That's the end of the period, and Kent State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. Wants to bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Brings it in down the left side.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Fights off a defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, and you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wide open downfield. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Golden Flashes are flying down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Golden Flashes have taken it inside the 20. Now the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. and they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Pine. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Falcons will punt this one away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Golden Flashes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Looking for a man, it's Pine. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Falcons will call on their punt team. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Off the play fake on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to Garcia. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Makes the grab. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? that guy.
Trying play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. And with that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
Looking down the middle. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.